Good morning. Today is Monday, April 6, 2020. Today we are going to be learning all about plants, and we're going to continue doing that for the rest of the week. Now, I do have a worksheet that I would like to possibly do, but I want to make sure that everyone has the things that they need so that they can do it. So what I would like to do at some point is this sprout house. Now you only really need to do one, but if you have enough to do two, that's totally fine as well. What we would need to do that is a dried bean, like a kidney bean, lima bean, anything like that, a Ziploc baggie, like a sandwich size, and some wet paper towels. And you would just color the greenhouse, the little sprout house. You would cut out this middle part and put your little bean wrapped up in a wet paper towel inside of the Ziploc baggie and staple it to the outside, and then tape it to your window so that we can see what would happen to that little bean as it begins to grow. So let me know if you have a dried bean or anything that might be able to work in this, so that we can look at possibly be doing this either later this week or sometime next week. If not, that's okay. I can show you how mine goes, and we can observe that and talk about what's happening with it. For today, we are actually going to be going over the plant life cycle. So you're going to have a worksheet that looks like this. It says plant life cycle, and we have a little word bank up here. We have the word sprout, flower, plant, and seed. So you're going to cut out each picture down here. You're going to glue them in the correct order that they go, and then you're going to write down what each picture is. So is this one right here, is it the sprout, flower, plant, or seed? And you're going to go around putting it in the correct order that a plant would actually grow from. So where do we think our plant comes from first? Our seed. Alright, so after we're finished with our theme, we're going to go to our special today. Our special today is art. I know that Mrs. Cox has a lot of amazing things planned for you guys, and I know that she's so excited to see you. Then we have math. I want you to start working on those slides. The slides that I post up are going to be like an introduction to what we're doing, and it's going to have a problem of the day that is reviewing something that we've already done. And I have interactive videos being posted so that you can follow along with me as you do your work in your book. So I will post a video, and I'm going to go over something called
I'm thirsty.
Sorry guys. We're going to go something called our pause moment. Austin, you can go get some water, honey. Go ahead. We're going to go over something called our pause moment, where I'm going to put a big giant pause in the middle of the screen. So I'm going to tell you what we're doing and what I want you to do next, and then I'll put that pause on the screen. You'll pause your video and you're going to do the work that I asked you to do, and then when you are all finished with that, we'll come back to the board and we'll go over what the correct answers were, how we can find those problems, and what we're going to be doing next. So it's just like how we would have done it in the classroom, where we're talking about what is happening, only this way we can do this at any time of the day. It's a lot more flexible, and depending on how this goes, I'd like to possibly set up a Zoom meeting once a week with everybody to see how they're doing with math, and if there are any questions that we need to go over, or if there's a problem that was just like really getting to us and we really wanted to talk about it some more. Ooh, very nice. You'll get lots of water out of that. Alright, so after that we are going to have language arts. We are going to read a story called Bread Comes to Life, where we're going to learn all about where our food comes from and how it is made. And we're going to be working in our reading companion book on pages, we're going to be starting at 52 and we're going to work to page 55. And we'll be reading that big book on the computer like we did last week with Hen Hears Gossip. Please also take a moment and do some of those language arts boom learning for this as well. It's not only for math, it's so that you can practice your language arts and your words, your long vowel sounds and things like that. I know that I put some articles on there yesterday last week, that a, and the. So I also want to show you some very exciting things that happened with our butterflies. I was able to take a really awesome video yesterday that I'm going to show you, and then I'll let you see what's been happening this morning with us. So come take a look with me, okay? Good morning, everybody. We woke up this morning and found this little butterfly coming up and out of its cocoon. We noticed that it started getting a little bit darker last night, kind of turning like this blackish color. And we were just getting our breakfast and our coffee all together, and he just started coming on out. So right after he comes out, he's going to take a moment to kind of get his wings adjusted. They've been curled up in that tiny cocoon for a while, and they're gonna start stretching out.
Me and you got 2 butterflies, Mom.
Alright, so you can hear Austin saying that we have some butterflies in here. So Austin's been claiming this one right here as his net and this one as my net. So we have 2 in each net so far. The 2 over here just came out this morning, and you can kind of see them. We've got one right over here and one up here.
Excuse me, Mom. That one just came out.
Oh, did we get another one come out? Oh no, that one came out earlier this morning. And we are giving them some bananas so that they can eat.
Not the one behind it.
Bananas have lots of sugar, just kind of like the nectar in flowers that they're gonna eat. But we're only gonna have them in here for a couple of days before they move outside. This one you can see we've got little mandarin oranges for them. And you can see our little butterfly right here. And then I have the first one that came out. He is hanging out over here on top of this other butterfly. Yesterday he was wandering all over the little net and really exploring his new atmosphere. When they come out, they are going to be hanging out close to where they are.
Yeah.
They're still learning what it's like. They're still learning how to fly. They're still learning what these wings are about. And right now, since these guys just came out, since they were all wrapped up in that cocoon there, can you not put that there, please? Okay. They're really stretching out those wings so that they can start to fly and really explore. You can also see a couple of those cocoons look a little bit darker than the others. The ones that are darker are the ones that are probably going to be turning into butterflies next. They kind of start to turn transparent, and that's when you know that the butterflies are ready to come out.
Excuse me, Mom.